In a bustling marketplace, filled with the sounds of haggling and the aroma of fresh produce, two butcher shops stood facing each other, locked in a silent but fierce competition. Marco's Meats and Benny's Butcher Shop, both vying for the town's favor. Their rivalry was known throughout the town, a topic of endless gossip and speculation. They competed fiercely, each striving to offer the finest cuts and the lowest prices, never backing down. Marco, a man of simple needs, was content with his lot, finding joy in the small things. He took pride in his craft and found joy in serving his customers, always with a smile. Benny, however, was driven by an insatiable hunger for more, never satisfied with what he had. He eyed Marco's success with envy, always seeking ways to outdo him, plotting his next move. One scorching afternoon, as both men sweltered under the relentless summer sun, a peculiar hush fell over the marketplace, silencing the usual clamor. The air shimmered, and a figure materialized before Marco's shop, capturing everyone's attention. It was God, appearing in the guise of a weary traveler, his presence commanding respect. "Marco," God boomed, his voice resonating through the square, echoing off the walls, "I have heard your prayers, and I am here to answer them. I grant you one wish, but be warned, whatever you desire, your rival shall receive twofold. Choose wisely, for your wish will shape both your fates." Marco was taken aback, his cleaver clattering to the floor. He looked across the street at Benny, who was now staring at them with undisguised curiosity. A wish, a gift from the heavens, but at what cost? The condition hung heavy in the air. Marco's mind raced. He could wish for wealth, but Benny would become twice as rich. He could wish for a grander shop, but Benny's would dwarf his own. Every scenario seemed to end with Benny's triumph. Days turned into nights as Marco grappled with his wish. He couldn't shake the feeling that any boon he received would ultimately benefit his rival more. The thought of Benny's smug grin as he effortlessly surpassed him was unbearable. Finally, weary and defeated, Marco conceded. He approached God and whispered his wish, a wish born out of desperation and envy. "I wish..." Marco hesitated, his voice barely above a whisper, his heart pounding in his chest. "I wish to lose an eye," he finally uttered, the words tasting bitter on his tongue. A collective gasp swept through the marketplace, the air thick with disbelief and fear. God, his expression unreadable, granted Marco's wish without a moment's hesitation. In an instant, Marco felt a searing pain as darkness consumed half his vision, his scream echoing through the market. Across the street, Benny cried out in agony as he was struck blind, his world plunged into perpetual darkness, his cries mingling with Marco's. The marketplace erupted in chaos, people running and shouting, unable to comprehend the sudden turn of events. People recoiled from Marco in horror, whispering about curses and divine retribution, their eyes filled with fear and suspicion. Marco, now bearing the physical manifestation of his envy, found no solace in Benny's misfortune, his heart heavy with regret. His vision was impaired, his reputation tarnished, and the joy he once found in his work had vanished, leaving him a shell of his former self. The townsfolk, once eager to purchase his quality meats, now avoided his shop, their faces etched with fear and suspicion, their whispers haunting him. Marco had punished both himself and his rival, proving that envy is a double-edged sword, cutting both ways and leaving only pain in its wake. Section 4. Green with envy, drowning in debt. Benny, blind and helpless, had to close down his shop. Unable to work, he fell into debt and despair. His dreams of wealth and prosperity were dashed against the rocks of Marco's ill-conceived wish. The townsfolk, though initially sympathetic, soon grew weary of Benny's misfortune. His pleas for help fell on deaf ears, his misfortune a constant reminder of the dangers of envy. Marco, observing Benny's downfall from his own desolate shop, felt no sense of victory. The envy that had consumed him had left him with nothing but regret and a profound sense of loss. He realized that true happiness could not be found in the misfortune of others. It was a bitter lesson, learned at a great cost. Section 5. The High Cost of Comparison. The story of the two butchers became a cautionary tale, whispered across generations. It served as a stark reminder of the futility of comparing one's happiness to another's. Envy, like a venomous serpent, poisons the hearts of those who harbor it, ultimately destroying both the envier and the envied. Marco, forever marked by his envious wish, spent his remaining days seeking redemption. He donated generously to the less fortunate, using his remaining eye to discern the genuine needs of others. He never forgot the valuable lesson he had learned, a lesson etched in pain and regret. Section 6. A lesson learned, in hardship found. Benny, though dealt a cruel hand, eventually found solace in his blindness. He learned to navigate the world in a new way, relying on his other senses to guide him through the darkness. Stripped of his material ambitions, he discovered an inner strength he never knew he possessed. This newfound resilience allowed him to face challenges with a calm and steady heart. He became a skilled weaver, his nimble fingers creating intricate tapestries that were renowned throughout the land. Each piece he crafted told a story, woven with care and precision. Though he could no longer see the world with his eyes, he saw it with his heart, finding beauty in the simplest of things. The scent of flowers, the texture of fabric, and the warmth of the sun became his new visual symphony. The tale of the two butchers serves as a powerful reminder that true happiness lies not in comparison, but in contentment. They found joy in their craft and in the camaraderie they shared. It is in appreciating our own blessings, cultivating gratitude for what we have, and finding joy in the journey, not the destination, that we discover true and lasting fulfillment. The simple moments, shared with loved ones, become the most cherished memories. For it is in losing sight of ourselves, in our pursuit of another's fortune, that we truly lose our way. Envy and comparison can cloud our vision, leading us astray from our true path.